Hey guys, so what I thought I'd talk about today is a bit of negative numbers because negative numbers have been coming up in some of our BODMAS equations and I actually didn't mean them to come up. They just came up accidentally because sometimes when you generate them like that they do, but that's okay because it's a really good teaching point. Regardless of that, a lot of you have still got a really good grasp of BODMAS already and you should be really proud of yourselves. You're getting into the habit of setting up your problems appropriately and doing step 1, step 2, step 3 as you're expanding the problem. So that's really good. Some of you still aren't showing me your working out and I really need you to. I know it might be hard on Seesaw if you're doing the work straight onto Seesaw, but even if you just do one question and post it and draw it on a Seesaw drawing and show me how you do your working out, that would be really, really helpful. And when I say working out, I mean step 1, you solve the brackets. Step 2, you solve your multiplication. Step 3, you might do your addition or subtraction. So it works down into like 3 lines. That's what I mean when I say working out. So if you can show me that, that would be really, really helpful. Before we go on to anything else, I'm going to show you a bit of negative numbers. Hopefully we have seen it before, but I don't really know. So I'm just going to get started from the scratch. So what I've drawn for us at the top here is a number line. And as you can see, our number line hasn't got any numbers at the moment. It's just got our number 0 right in the middle. I should do that for 0 because 0 is really important. It's actually our placeholder. It divides our positive numbers and negative numbers. So it separates them both. So on the right-hand side, we have our positive numbers. Like, this is just a bit tricky for me to write. So I'm just going to do it like this. Number 1, number 2, 3, 4, and 5. And obviously they increase as they go to the right. We all know that. And then on the other side of the 0, we've got -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. That continues on. As they go to the left, that way, the numbers get smaller. So they're worth less. It's like basically when you think about temperature, and if it's -10 degrees, it's really, really, really cold. And that's a lot colder than -1 degree. So it's further away from 0, therefore it is a smaller number, therefore it's colder. That's how I remember it. So when we have negative numbers, it's actually really easy to work out the answer. And I'm going to show you how to do it in this question that we had yesterday. So first things first, I'm going to highlight this part. We have 2 take away 6. Now, if I was to just write this down, I actually don't know how we'd work that out because 2 is smaller than 6. Now, I'm going to illustrate it for you on a number line, but I'm also going to then show you another way to do it. So there's 2 ways. So the first way is the number line, and I'm just going to make that note. Number line is one way, and then I'll show you the second way afterwards. So what we do is, I'm going to use a red texter. We're going to start on the number 2, which is here, because that's where we start. We have to take away 6, so we're just going to count backwards by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. We're at -4. So if you actually knew the answer already, -4. Okay? I'm going to show you another way to do it. Now, these numbers, what do you notice about them? They're kind of related, aren't they? Okay? So the second way is inverse. So we're going to swap the numbers around because inverse means opposite. That's what we're going to do. So this is the inverse way. You will have a question just like 2 take away 6, but instead of doing 2 take away 6, you're going to do 6 take away 2. And we're working out the difference between the two numbers. Now, we already know that the difference is 4. But if you didn't know that, this is a really good way to show it. Then that also means 2 take away 6 is -4. All you need to do is when you do the inverse operation is put our negative in front of it and then you've got your answer. Okay? I'll show you another example before we finish the question. So the inverse operation, let's have 12 take away 15. Okay? We can't work it out. We haven't got a number line, so I'm going to do it this way. I know 15 take away 12 is 3. Therefore, 12 take away 15 is -3. So it's like they're a fact family. It's like they're a pair. So when you take away the larger number from the smaller number, you get the difference. It's just in negative form. Okay, so this is another way to work out the answer when negative numbers are involved. Okay, and that only happens when you've got a smaller number, take away a bigger number, just like that. Then you swap them around. Okay, I'm rubbing this out and I'm going to finish the question for us. Oh, I'd like it a bit bigger, please. Quick. Oh, I'll just do it like this. No, it's not going to work. Okay, so I'm going back to my question. Now, lucky for us, we already know the answer, which is awesome. So we work it out. Now we've got -4 plus 8 plus 4. Okay? So I want you to think, what do you think -4 plus 8 is? Should we do some jumps on our number line? I think we should. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woohoo! We got to number 4. So again, you can see how it's just the difference between the two numbers. So we've got, now our answer is 4 plus 4. And then we don't need to do that on a number line because we know the answer is going to be 8. Okay, I'm going to stop here with negative numbers. It is really confusing. The best way to do it is to have, I think, a number line. But if you're working with larger numbers, that's when the inverse operation works really, really well. Okay, which is what we did before when we swapped the two numbers around and worked out the difference. Thanks so much for listening, guys. You're being so patient with me, and I know this is all new. You guys are doing a really good job. In fact, today I'm only going to give you a really small activity to complete because you've put up with me for so long. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.